What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Let's get it. Oh, let me send this out on Instagram, and then we are ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Premarket Live. Boom. All right, we got it all sent out. Let's get it. What's up, everyone? How was everybody's weekend? Hopefully it was good. Mine was nice and chill. Went to my first Broncos game. Come on. Anyways, yeah, before we start hopping into the levels, if you guys remember this IYR swing, I've been talking about this thing for a minute, right? First entry was this day right here. It was either this day or this day. Thank you for the subscribe, by the way. This day or this day. And then our second entry was right here. We went with the $97 calls and the 100 calls for January, right? We still have, what, 5 months until expiration. The 97s are deep in the money, and we're about to get the 100s. So my overall price target on this trade is 100. Obviously, I've been scaling out of this position. Went a little heavier on it. Had about, I think it was 40 contracts, I want to believe. Somewhere around that. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful trade. So scaled out enough. I have like, I don't know. I have to pull it up real quick. Let's see how many contracts I got left. I want to say it was 15 out of the 40. Oh, I'm pulling up my swing account. There it is. No, I have, what is that? 13. 13 contracts left with a total of 2.227 unrealized profits. So, or 2,227. So let's see if we get 100 today. Hopefully you guys are still riding this with me. Overall, beautiful swing. The whole reason I took it, based off the quarterly time frame. Again, we're holding that structure. We got the buy signal. We have the squeeze. We have the up arrow. Everything about this swing looked good. And now we're getting that reaction. So let's see. Actually, I mean, if we bust through 100, that'd be amazing. Now, as far as levels that I'm actually going to be watching, tell you what, one thing about Denver or just Colorado in general, you get super thirsty very quick. I don't know if anybody else has had that happen, but I'm always thirsty here. I don't know why. Anyways, I want to start with ES and see if we actually broke that supply zone. Pull it up. All right, so with ES, if we break above 5665.25, is that, I believe, hold on. Okay. If we get above there, I'm looking for an uptrend entry until we get into 5688.75 to 5721. Now, this is a very, very large zone. So ideally, if I'm going to be looking for a reject, it's at the very beginning of this zone. Remember, the beginning of the zones typically offer the highest probability trade, right? But also, if we go up into it, you know, maybe a little higher into 5,700, I'll look for a double top. That's another situation that can happen in supply. Speaking of supply, actually, I caught a very nice trade on Friday, too, in Team Bull. So remember, we talked about this supply zone. Price went up into it, decreasing volume. We got this very long upper wick. On this candle right here, once we started to push back up towards those highs and start pulling back down, that's when I got my puts and was able to catch this move all the way down. Literally no drawdown. Just instantly worked out in our favor, trimmed out, and then eventually was stopped out at break even. But that was at the beginning of the zone on the 45-minute and the 1 hour, which is why I liked it. So again, ideally going to be watching this daily supply zone 5688 if we get up there for a reject. As far as a bounce for today, nothing on the 4 hour that I like. I don't know where this level came from. Nothing on the 2 hour that I like. Oops. And real quick, make sure you guys hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, drink more Coors. Maybe. Nothing on the 1 hour that I like. And nothing on the 45. Nothing on the 30. So literally, it's either we get above this high and we look for that push up into here, or, I mean, maybe a liquidity sweep double top up here. Like if we start to break above this high and then we fail it, maybe I'll look for shorts. But as far as the bounce, I mean, I still have nothing to way down here, 54.90. Maybe that daily 21 EMA, we'll see. Good morning, what's up? So that's everything on ES. Same thing with SPY. If we get above pre-market high in this scenario, look for that continuation up into the ES daily supply zone, and then we'll look for rejects from there. So very simple game plan on SPY and ES and Q. If we get up into this supply zone, I'm looking for rejects. As far as the bounce, I mean, really not seeing too much, to be honest with you. 4 hour, nothing. 2 hour, nothing. Nothing. 45-minute. Nothing. I mean, we can at least mark our London high, see what happens there. But again, reject up there. I doubt there's anything on the 30. Yeah, nothing on the 30. So game plan for NQ, dig up into this zone, look for a reject either at the beginning of the 4 hour zone or the beginning of the 2 hour zone. Or maybe we get down here and bounce, what was that? Thursday's low or a liquidity sweep. But I will say I like ES and SPY a lot more than NQ. It's going to be the same thing with QQQ. So, yeah, reject up in 483.05 to 485.50. Potential bounce slash liquidity sweep at 473.80. And then mark our overnight high. That's everything. Cool. Quick look at SPX, and then we'll hop into the individuals. See what we like today and what we don't like. 5,600, 5,700. Gap got filled. All-time highs is right there. Cool. All right. That is everything on SPX as well. This, delete that. All right. Let's run through these individuals real quick. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? Or did you just twiddle your thumbs? Let's see, Apple. I'm still, actually, yeah. We're going to keep an eye on Apple because remember, we talked about that 4 hour squeeze last week. I still really like it. Still holding that structure on top of that 21 EMA with that squeeze. Honestly, I think Apple is my favorite setup right now to the upside. Now, if we start closing below that 4 hour 21 EMA, that's when that squeeze is going to be invalid. But until then, I like upside on Apple. Like to see it take out that 228.30. So Apple, #1 priority. There we go. Infinite space experience. That sounds dope. AMD. Don't care about. Studied all weekend. I like it. Dedication. Amazon don't care about. Boeing don't care about. Coin don't care about. Nice. Is that the new movie that I keep seeing pop up on what is it, YouTube advertise or YouTube advertisements? Google. I mean, we kind of got a trend line right here. It's not my favorite, but I mean, if you like Google, Look for that breakout above 166.70. But personally, not going to watch it. IWM's ripping. So, I don't like how he touched it on Friday, but possibly a bounce at that 1 hour 21 EMA. So right now that's at 220.50. Let's check the futures on this. Yeah, kind of the same thing. I mean, I'd prefer this level right here in the future. It's 21.87, but in the meantime, because this is closer, I will watch that and see what happens. So possibly a 1 hour 21 EMA bounce. IWM, Meta. Nothing on Meta, Microsoft. Don't care about Nvidia. Potentially trying to break above that trend line again. Oh wait, never mind. They report this week. We're not touching Nvidia. Nothing until earnings. So Qualcomm, we're not going to worry about. QQQ, Starbucks. Broke above that bull flag. Only issue is with Starbucks, I don't think there's liquidity in the options. I mean, I like it a lot if we got above 94.42 or 94.50. But there's no liquidity, so we can't really trade it. We'll take a look though here in a little bit. And then we looked at SPX, SPY, and Tesla. Cool. So as far as the individuals I like today, Apple, I think it's just number one in general. Apple and SPY, and then maybe IWM and maybe Starbucks. So, let's see, it's 621. Type the stocks that you guys want me to take a look at. I'll take a look at a few of them, and then once we get to 8:30, because we do have some news, I want to see how the market reacts. I doubt we react off of it, but just gonna wait until we get that. Type whatever you guys want me to look at. We shall take a look. Give me like 5 seconds though. I'm gonna go get a monster real quick. Don't leave. I'll be back. Alrighty. I mean, I don't really pay too much attention to it. It doesn't really make a big move, but watch the one time I say it's not gonna make a big move, it does make a big move. All right, Palantir. Hey, if you ever see a short Italian dude named GD, usually goes by Gino, you should walk up to him and tell him Brandon is sugar daddy. But Palantir, I would be interested potentially down at this daily 21 EMA, to be honest with you, because we haven't touched it in a while. As far as the weekly, I mean, clearly in a weekly uptrend. Monthly, not really seeing too much blocking it on the monthly. But yeah, I would say this daily 21 EMA because it lines up with that previous high too. So that's really everything on Palantir, not like my favorite. But I would look for that pullback end phase. Let's see, we smacked that 78.6. We're holding under that monthly 21 EMA, which isn't my favorite, but you know, that could be the higher low. This thing literally went straight up without ever pulling back and setting a higher low. So I do like that. Very nice quarterly reaction off of that 78.6. Again, if you guys know how to use my fib strategy, I mean, this is like a picture perfect example, except this based off of quarterly. But I would like to see us get back up above that that 21 EMA on the monthly and quarterly and build a base. But yeah, I do like it. I will say that, as far as especially the quarterly. Like, that looks really, really good. We'll stop right below there. Just because it's based off the quarterly, it's going to take a while. But as far as equity, I mean, you're risking what? $50, maybe 55 to potentially make 100, or no, sorry. What is that? 16, like $216 if it went back up into that high. Sounds like pretty damn good risk to reward to me. So I might actually watch that for long-term equity. What else we got? IVOA. Are you sure that's right? IVOA. Thought I saw you type it again. But whatever it is, IVOA is not popping up. Firm. What is Burlington's symbol? I believe it might be BURL. As far as a firm, we still have that little consolidation of this pullback. I would watch and see what happens based off the earnings. The earnings might be the thing that makes us break out. But if it does, we report in 2 days. If it breaks above that trend line, I would look for that continuation higher. So this based more so off the weekly and monthly, but I would watch that. URL. Yeah, it is Burlington. All right. They report in 3 days. I would wait. Just wait for the earnings and see what happens after that. As far as like a level I'd be interested in. Maybe a daily 21 EMA. I mean, I don't really see a setup that I'm in love with, but if anything, probably that daily 21. Cool. What else we got? Give you like 2 more. Then we'll see what happens with this news. Well, no, what's crazy is that man Umar did 215K last month. Crazy, crazy. CRWD, Costco. CRWD would wait for the earnings. We did bounce off of that 61.8 though. Really depends on the monthly close. And then the only issue is we have supply right here. So, I mean, if you could close a little closer to maybe the 50, and then you could risk right below this low for equity and target supply, that would be ideal. But if we climb a little too high, then obviously the risk reward isn't there at that point. So, again, this more so based off the monthly. You got to wait till the monthly close, which is going to be on, it's going to be this week, the 30th, Friday. TIOY, and then we'll do Costco, and then we have news. What symbols are you giving me? These are not popping up. Costco. All right, so we hit that weekly 21 EMA that we talked about. Nice little reaction. Looks like potentially a double top might be forming, going up off a weekly volume. So let's see what happens at 896.70. Sorry. If we reject there, then we're going to look for that move down. But if we get above it, really the next price target should be 1,000. There's not much blocking it. Boom. That's what I would watch on Costco. Now, ideally, if we pull back, remember, I'm still watching that monthly demand. So hopefully by the time we get down to that monthly demand, we also have that monthly 21 EMA, which we haven't tested since May of 2023. So it's been, what, a year and 5 months? Or hold on. A year and 3 months, sorry. So yeah, that's my ideal bounce area. Monthly demand, monthly 21 EMA. pull up ES. Let's wait for the news, see what we get, finalize levels, and then I will send everybody on their way. Again, Apple is my #1 setup for today. It's my favorite. Again, I really doubt that we're going to move off of durable goods, but just want to be safe before I put out these levels. What do we got? 1 minute. Not even. Gonna give it like 30 seconds to give a reaction. If we don't get a reaction, then we'll finalize the levels. Yeah, we'll take a look at Netflix here in a second. Actually, we'll do it now. In the meantime. Let's see. Failed to hold above that high. Pretty far from that 21 EMA. So I would say your first area is probably that 21 EMA. Yes. This morning it is. I haven't been stuffed up since I got here, but today, absolutely 100%. Come on. There we go. So your first area to watch is going to be that daily 21 EMA, which right now is at 660. It's going to move as we get more data. So I'd look for a bounce there, or if we continue to pull, then watch 647.50 and then 632.30 for a bounce in the future. Now, if we get above the 711 and we hold it with strength, that's when I'll look for uptrend entries. So again, pull back to either one of these 3 areas or a break above this high, and then we look for continuation. All right. Finalize these levels, shall we? We're gonna put Apple first. All right. Apple. Top priority for today. All right, we got Apple. And then let's see, ES. We had a 4-hour demand right here. It's just we already hit it. Plus, the 4-hour demand kind of formed in 4-hour supply, so it's not like my favorite. Yes. Break up above. Golfed in a wedding. Nice. Break above 56.65.25 for continuation. Reject at daily supply. 5688.75. Jeez, I can't type today. Let's see, 5721.25. Oh yeah, most of the time when I swing puts, I get clapped. So, you take puts it off and you swing them, you lose enough money. Eventually, it comes to a point where you're like, hey, I should probably stop swing trading puts. So that's why I only focus on upside swings, because that's where I make the most money and that's where I'm highest when it comes to accuracy. All the way up into 5721.25. But Ideally, you're watching beginning of the zone. Cool. Oh, I already did the screenshot. Never mind. I read ES and Q. Nah, not everyone liked the live. We got like 140 people in here and only 66 likes. What is this? Yeah, I'll tell you what. You guys run it up to 100 likes. I'll give you the watch list in the chat. Only on 100 likes, though. All right, and Q. Reject in 4-hour supply from 917.75 to 20025.25. Yeah, I was just talking to people last night too about I realized with my swing trading, I made a whole video on this earlier in the year, is that when it comes to swing trading, like not tuning my own horn or anything, but that's where I am very, very accurate and I have a really good understanding on what's going to happen in the market. So like a lot of my swing trading has just been amazing returns, right? That's the best way I can explain it. That's where I'm best at. That's where I excel, is swing trading. So my biggest goal this year was to cut down on the amount of swing trades I take, but use a way heavier size. And it's just, you know, coming to that realization at the end of last year. And so far, I'll tell you what, it has paid very, very good because we have had a lot of amazing swings. So that's a great thing about trading. You figure out where you excel and then you focus on that. Obviously, I still day trade, right? But where I'm using the most size is my swings. That's just where I'm best. 19917.752, 20025.25. As far, I mean, I really don't have a bounce. I have to say, or intraday trend entries. Because, I mean, really not interested in uptrends until we break that supply, or we get down to 19,542, which is 126 points away. If I just did math correctly. Or no, 226 points away. All right. And Q, and then it was either IWM or Starbucks. I think we'll go with IWM, to be honest. Hold on, never mind. We might be running into... Actually, no. Keep this. Got some supply up here that we could use for a reject. It's a very large zone, though. Because the daily goes up into here. 4-hour goes up into here. There we go. Yeah, nothing I saw on Amazon. So let's say... All right. We're going to have to use the futures on this one if we're going to trade out of IWM. Russell, bounce. Whatever, 21 EMA. Reject. Supply. Beginning of 4-hour and daily zones. 2254.5/2263. Again, in the larger zones, I like to watch the very beginning. So with the daily, it's a very large zone, right? This 2263 all the way up to 2320, which is a very large zone on IWM. So instead of watching that entire zone, watch the beginning of the zone. That's typically where you'll see a reaction. And I mean, we could justify maybe this wick. Typically, I'll take it to the body, but we do have 4-hour supply starting here as well. So I'll watch that. Cool. Get my NQ screenshot, my Russell screenshot. Post this, watch this, and Team Bull. Then to all the YouTube channel members. And like I said, if you guys hit 100 likes, I'll give you the watch list. Only if you get to 100, though. I know you guys can do it. ESMQ, Apple. Perfect. All right. All right, Team Bull. You guys got the watch list. Remember, Apple is my #1 setup today. YouTube channel members, you guys are about to get it. Boom. Channel members got it. And we need 8 likes. Now I looked at Google. I didn't really see anything I liked. Besides maybe that trend line, but that's not like my go-to setup. Remember, when I swing, it's only squeezes. That's the only thing I swing. Yeah. I hope it prints for you. It's just it doesn't meet my criteria. Could be your high or low though. Did hit that 61.8. I mean, yeah, good work. Absolutely. 3 likes. I tried looking it up. I couldn't find that IOVA. Are you sure that's the right symbol? Or did you type something before that? Yeah. Unless this is it. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Or was I typing it in? IOVA. Oh, there you go. What was I typing before? IVOA? IOVA. All right, so I mean, you got your trend line here that you broke above. Weekly looks solid. Potential high or low right there. The only issue is, at this point, it'd be chasing because it already moved so much. So I would look for some kind of pullback to then get long. Maybe like psychological 10. Or maybe that daily 21 EMA, wherever that ends up being. But, yeah, I personally wouldn't be chasing up here. There we go. We hit 100. All right. Give you guys this watch list. So, as always, none of this is financial advice. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So, as always, do your own due diligence. Use your own proper risk management. I am not responsible for any lost funds. So, here's Apple. Here's ES. Here's NQ. Here's Russell. Give everybody a couple minutes to write that down. And also in the meantime, if you guys do want to learn more about my day trading and swing trading strategy, if you didn't know, I do have 2 books on Amazon. The first book, The New Age of Technical Analysis, 450 pages. The second book, The New Age of Day Trading, 320 pages, which is almost a combination of 800 pages of education, breaking down my entire strategy. So if you guys want to check those out, there's the link right there. Oh, wait, hold on. Scratch that. Sent the wrong link. There we go. There's the right link. So if you guys want to check them out, there it is. Also drop me a follow on Instagram. You can find that there. Twitter, whatever you want. Find everything about me on that link. Yeah, give everybody a couple minutes, write that down. And then call it a day. Tomorrow we'll do live training again. Typically Mondays are pretty slow for me. It's not like my favorite day to trade. Typically I just kind of let the market settle, kind of pick direction for the week. So Mondays are typically pretty slow, but tomorrow we will do live trading. For sure. But yeah, any other questions? Or is everybody good? Yeah, tomorrow. 100%. Of course. Well, all right. Let's make this money. Let's crush it today. As always, A+ setups only. 1 to 2 trades can make your entire week. So make every trade count. Yeah. Make every trade count. But yeah, everybody have a blessed day. I will talk to everybody bright and early tomorrow. Peace.